Long time no see, Amy.
Huh? Is this Alexandra?
It's been 10 years, right?
We haven't talked ever since I quit the badminton club in high school, right?
Yep, we didn't see each other much at school.
What do you want?
Why are you so cold? It's been so many years. Why not act a bit more glad to see me?
To be honest, nothing good comes whenever I talk to you.
What?
You seriously haven't realized? If there's something you need to say, then hurry up and say it.
Well, I guess you won't be very happy to hear the news I have.
What?
You see, I kind of stole your boyfriend.
What, my boyfriend?
It's already been 2 months, but judging by the way you're reacting, you hadn't noticed anything yet. Oh, you were so uptight in high school, participating in the student council and being the club leader and all. But it seems you're pretty dull when it comes to relationships.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that your boyfriend is now mine.
But I haven't had a boyfriend in the past 3 years.
What?
I don't even have anyone I'm interested in, so I'm completely single right now.
Oh, it's no use lying.
Is that all you have to say?
Well, yes.
I'm pretty busy right now, so bye.
Wait, what? Amy?
Hi, Tyler. I'll be arriving at East Station soon, but do you know of any restaurants on the way to the wedding venue?
Hey, Amy, didn't you eat breakfast?
Yup. I want to eat something before I get to the wedding, but I don't want to spend too much time.
Oh, I see. If that's the case, there's a McDonald's right next to the station.
A McDonald's? Thanks for the info. I did want to eat something more proper before I got here, but...
The flight you were supposed to arrive on yesterday was canceled due to bad weather, right?
Yup. I was able to get here this morning on another flight, though, and started heading straight to the wedding from the airport. Sorry I wasn't able to prepare better. I couldn't even greet your new wife.
Don't worry about it. It's your first time visiting this place, right?
Yup. I always passed East Station by train, but this is the first time I actually got off.
Get here safely, aye?
Got it. See you later then. Huh? Why are you here? I wanted to get some fresh air before I wore the dress, which is when I saw... Oh my god, to think you would have come to ruin the wedding. Hold on, someone must have leaked information about the wedding. I didn't make it public on purpose because I didn't want anyone to bother us. I was planning on shoving it in your face after we got married and moved in together. I need to get rid of you as soon as possible.
This is the worst. Why is the old hag my husband got rid of at my wedding?
Alexandra, I was heading over to the room my family was at when you suddenly slapped me. Were the people with you your family? I was suddenly surrounded by multiple people and kicked out of the wedding. What is it you want to do?
Of course you were kicked out. Just because I stole your boyfriend doesn't mean you can cause a mess. And why were you heading to Tyler's family's room in the first place? Were you planning on convincing them to stop the marriage? There is no way that would work. I don't want you ruining such a happy day for us, so leave.
But I'm Tyler's sister.
What? His sister? Oh, are you trying to say that you're like a sister to him? You are so delusional. I actually kind of feel bad for you. I'm Tyler's wife now.
I had no idea you were Tyler's new wife. You have no idea how shocked I was when I found out.
What?
I saw that the wife had the same first name as you, but your last names were different, so... But your parents got divorced when you were in your last year of high school, right?
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
Which means that you must be using your mother's last name now. I guess I wasn't able to figure it out.
Who cares? Oh, just leave already.
It seems that arguing with you right now is pointless.
Get out of my sight!
Okay, tell Tyler I went home.
What? You're still saying you're his sister or something?
Where are you, Amy? The venue's only a 10-minute walk from the station. Even if you did have something to eat at McDonald's, shouldn't you be here by now?
Tyler,
Did you get lost?
you see, I was slapped by your wife and kicked out of the wedding ceremony.
What are you talking about?
Your wife was my junior at high school.
What?
She seems to view me as her enemy, so we don't really get along. Her last name changed when her parents got divorced, so I didn't notice she was your wife until I saw her.
Yes, but isn't kicking out the sister of the groom a bit too much?
Your idiot of a wife thinks for some reason that I'm your ex-girlfriend.
Huh? Why though?
You know how I sometimes came home from abroad due to work? We used to go out together sometimes while I was staying at the hotel near home, right? She must have seen that and mistook me for your girlfriend. 2 months after I returned, I got a text from Alexandra saying that she stole my boyfriend from me. I had no idea what she was talking about then, but I figured it all out once I saw how she was acting today.
Now that you mention it, Alexandra and I only started dating around the time you left. Which means that the only reason she started going out with me was because she thought she was stealing your boyfriend?
I honestly don't know what she was thinking. I'll leave it to you to decide what to do with her.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll be at the nearby Starbucks, so call me if you need anything.
Got it.
Amy? Can you explain what exactly is going on? Tyler's saying you're his sister?
You talk with Tyler?
Well, we talked, but when I checked the seating chart, your last names were different. I thought it was just some married woman with the same name as you.
I'm pretty sure Tyler already told you about this. Didn't he tell you anything about him having a sister who was adopted by one of his relatives on his mother's side?
Huh?
That relative ran a company in the United States. I found what they did to be interesting, which is why I decided to move to the US and work at that company. They acknowledged my skills, which is why said relative decided to adopt me so that I could inherit the company, which means that I know I have my mother's last name, and I no longer use the last name I used in high school.
Well, I guess I did hear something like that.
You always were like that. Pretending to listen to what others say, but not actually listening.
That's completely unrelated. I realize it was a misunderstanding now, so hurry up and return to the wedding.
Huh?
Well, you're the groom's sister, right? You have to come. It'll look like I kicked you out if you don't return.
But didn't you actually kick me out?
Well, the ceremony's already being delayed, so hurry up.
Should I return to the wedding?
Oh, hi, Amy.
I got a text from Alexandra telling me to return.
Yeah, actually, the wedding's gonna be canceled due to another reason anyway, so no need.
What?
I'm currently in the process of having Alexandra explain everything to me. So it's probably best if you don't return, since it'll only cause more trouble.
What happened? You sound like something more serious than just me being kicked out happened.
A guy who claims to be Alexandra's boyfriend came to the wedding and confronted me.
What?
Amy! Give me back my money! Tyler forced me to pay an alimony! He even made me pay for the wedding, which was canceled. You're going to inherit your relative's company in the US, right? So you must have a lot of money, right? You'll help your adorable junior from high school, right?
Never in my life have I ever thought you were adorable.
What?
It seems that you're interpreting this differently. I remember clearly how you used to always harass me back in high school.
Oh, but that was because you stole my crush from me.
Huh?
That's why I stole Tyler from you. Because I thought he was your boyfriend.
I wasn't even interested in anyone back in high school, let alone have a boyfriend.
Huh? But weren't you going out with the president of the student council?
If you were talking about him, he had a girlfriend from another school.
What? I got that wrong too?
Alexandra. It's just misunderstanding after misunderstanding with you. So that's why you used to harass me back in high school? And why you decided to seduce Tyler even though you already had a boyfriend? Well, I guess you're now getting what you deserve after doing whatever you wanted for so long. You should probably reflect on your actions.
What? Just because things are going well for you doesn't mean that you can... Ugh! This is why I never liked you.
It's fine if you don't like me. Oh, I'll be suing you as well.
Why?
For slapping me at the wedding ceremony. And for insulting me and shoving me out. I'm already back in the States, so I hired a lawyer to take care of everything for me.
Oh, stop it! If I'm forced to pay any more money, I'll...
That's how serious everything you did up until now was. Goodbye then.
Ugh! You should all just go to hell!
In the end, Alexandra was forced to pay over $100,000 in debt. Her parents decided they wouldn't help her, and even cut ties with her in the end. Now, Alexandra has no one she can rely on, which is probably why she sent me a text telling me to lend her money. Of course, I didn't lend her any, and finally just blocked her. I heard from Tyler what happened after that, but it seems that a guy she used to go out with decided to lend her money. But it seems that the conditions were quite extreme. One day, Alexandra sent Tyler some sort of love poem. Quite an intense one, apparently. Tyler said that she's probably trying to reunite with him by making him pity her. But he said that it had the reverse effect. Apparently, he gave out a long sigh and finally decided to block her.
Hey Naomi, I just sent this month's child support payment.
Wow, a day early?
I'm traveling for business starting tomorrow. I wanted to make sure it arrived in time.
Oh, okay. I see you're as busy as ever. You never change, do you? You always working is why I got tired of being with you. And also why you lost custody of Sandra.
Honestly, it still doesn't make sense to me. You cheated on me, you broke up our marriage. Why did you get custody of Sandra?
The judge clearly thought you were too focused on work to raise Sandra properly.
I guess you do have a point. I traveled a lot for my work. My parents have already passed, my sister is married and lives in another state. I didn't even have any relatives who could help me out. I wanted to make sure Sandra has a good life. That's why I agreed to overpay child support. I'm giving you $2,500 a month. Double what you were legally entitled to.
Yeah, your salary is basically your only redeeming quality. Thanks to you, we're doing quite well. Much appreciated.
Make sure you use it for Sandra.
I know.
By the way, you're gonna get Sandra a cell phone? She's old enough to have her own.
Why do you ask?
She's a sophomore in high school. All the girls her age have phones. It's the only way they can keep in contact with one another. I figured Sandra might be missing out on a social life without me.
She's not really interested in having a phone.
Really? It could be good to have one if she ever got into trouble. I thought it would be for the best if she had one.
Is that all you want? I have to go to work now. Can this conversation be over? I'll think about the phone.
Okay, thanks. Give my love to Sandra.
Hey, Dad. Sorry to message you so late. It's me, Sandra.
Sandra? Is it you? Really?
Yeah, I found your number in Mom's phone.
Oh, I see. I guess your mom finally gave you a phone then.
Yeah, Mom got me one when I got into high school. All the other girls had one, and I guess Mom was hearing from a lot of friends that she should get me one. So, she wasn't really thrilled about it though.
Oh, well, I'm glad you finally got one. Thanks for messaging me.
I'm glad to talk to you, Dad.
But wait, last time I talked to your mom, you said that you weren't interested in getting a phone. Did you change your mind?
I think she probably just didn't want us talking to each other.
You think so?
I've had a phone for a while now, Dad. She was lying to you.
Well, I guess I can see why she would feel that way. She'd probably get jealous if you were talking to me without her knowing.
Hey, Dad. About custody. I'm living with Mom right now, but that's only until I'm 15, right? Then I can choose who I want to live with, can't I?
Yeah, that's right. Wow, you were listening pretty well during the divorce.
I want to live with you, Dad.
You do?
All I need is somewhere to sleep. Anywhere is fine. I'll work to earn my own money for food, and I'll clean around the house.
Sandra, are you okay?
I think you might need to help me out with the paperwork and stuff for transferring schools, but I'll do as much as I can by myself, okay?
Sandra, slow down. You're aware how far I live, right? You're in New York and I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, I know. I'm fine living anywhere, Dad. I don't mind moving. All I need is for you to say it's okay.
Sandra, why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Well, Mom got a new boyfriend.
Boyfriend, huh?
I mean, Mom's single, so it's whatever. She can date whoever she wants, even if she has a daughter. But she kicks me out whenever he comes over to our house.
No?
I understand, and that's partially why I go to work as often as I can after school. But he's staying overnight more often lately.
Wait, she kicks you out of the house overnight?
Yeah, but there's a nice older lady living across the street who lets me stay with her, so that's not a huge problem.
No, that's a really big problem.
Also, I'm working 3 jobs, but we're still having trouble paying for food. I've lost 30 pounds this last year.
You what? I'm giving her more than enough in child support.
You are? She said that you haven't paid any child support since I started high school.
What?
She said your company went bankrupt, so you couldn't pay anymore.
That's not true at all. My company is doing great. I've been paying her $2,500 a month, same as before.
You're paying that much?
I don't believe it. She's been lying to you about child support. What is she doing with that money?
Like I said, Dad, I don't want to live here anymore. Mom's not here right now, so I thought this might be my only chance to talk to you about this.
I understand everything, Sandra. Let's meet up and talk in person. I have the day off tomorrow. I'll take the first flight there in the morning. Can you meet me at the airport without Mom noticing?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay, wait for me at the arrival gate.
Gotcha. I can't wait to see you, Dad. Hey, Dad. Thanks for yesterday.
No problem, Sandra. Where are you staying tonight?
My teacher's house. She said she talked to you about our situation and said I could stay here whenever I want. So here I am. LOL.
Glad to hear it. Well, lucky you got placed with such a trustworthy teacher. Tell her I said thanks again.
Will do.
Okay, so just like we planned, we'll aim to get you out of there during summer break, okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much for helping me, Dad. I know you're really busy with work.
Don't worry about it, it's not a problem at all. You're my daughter, and family always comes first. You can rely on me for anything.
Thanks, Dad. I love you.
Matt, what's going on? What did you say to Sandra?
What's your problem?
She says she doesn't want to live with me, that she wants to move in with you. It sounds like you've been talking to each other an awful lot, Matt. How dare you? I am her mother. I have custody of her.
When she's 15, she can choose for herself, Naomi.
What?
Don't you remember? The judge said we should consider transferring custody to me once Sandra's 15.
Wait. You're always traveling for business, though. You can't take care of her. You might be financially capable, but you'll be gone all the time. What will you do while she's home alone?
About that, my company is creating a new headquarters here in Ohio. So I can keep doing my same job without having to travel as much. I'll be able to look after her just fine. And my sister and her husband are moving back into town, so when I'm gone, she can stay with them. There won't be any problem with her living with me.
No way.
Not to mention, you're in no position to be objecting to her choice.
What's that supposed to mean?
I've been sending you $2,500 a month in child support, Naomi. What have you been doing with that money?
Well, you know, the usual stuff. Her tuition, transportation, tutor, supplies. She's going to a good private school. You know that costs money, don't you?
Naomi, you know we've been talking to each other, Naomi. I know everything. How long are you going to keep lying to me?
You
You said she was going to an expensive private school. So you can imagine my shock when Sandra told me what was actually going on. She's going to a public school. She rides a bike to school, so she doesn't even need any transport. She doesn't have a tutor, and on top of that, you lied to her and said I wasn't paying child support. You made her take 3 jobs to pay for living expenses. I was at a loss for words when I met her the other day for the first time in 3 years. She was nothing but skin and bones. She's lost 30 pounds when she should be growing. She's lost 30 pounds when she should be growing. Do you have any idea what you've been putting her through?
Oh, come on, she's just on a diet. Girls her age are sensitive about their weight.
I'm not finished. What's this I hear about you kicking her out of the house at night so you can be alone with your boyfriend? What the hell is wrong with you, Naomi?
Oh my god, she told you about that?
Yeah, she did, but that's not all. I hired a private detective.
You what?
I know you've been spending my child support payments on your boyfriend, Naomi.
Oh no.
I also understand that he's there with you right now. So I bet Sandra's been kicked out of the house as usual. Don't worry though, I've already arranged a safe place for her to stay. She's never coming back to you again, Naomi.
What? Why not?
It's Sandra's choice. I'm speaking to my lawyer tonight about taking over custody of her.
You can't do that. What am I supposed to do with her child support payments?
Yeah, the PI said you'd quit your job to spend more time with your boyfriend. But I'll be suing you to recover every single penny that you spent on your boyfriend or yourself instead of her. So you better find yourself a job, and quick.
Oh god, no. How much is that gonna be?
I'll have to talk to my lawyer for a more accurate calculation, but based on what I've heard from Sandra, you're looking at something around $60,000.
60 grand?
Roughly, yeah, like I said. My lawyer's working on it.
You hired a lawyer?
Yep, but I recommend you do the same.
Matt, wait just 1 second, please. I don't understand any of this. What should I do now?
Ask your lawyer. Goodbye, Naomi. I planned the timing for when Sandra's school went into summer vacation. This way, there wouldn't be any risk of Naomi coming to get her while she was at school. My former in-laws apparently talked some sense into her, so the custody transfer went smoothly. You should have seen the look on my face when the judge pounded his gavel. We found a great school for her in the area, and got her admitted just in time for the start of the new school year. Naomi, well, her parents cut her off. She went into debt to pay off the money she owed me. When her boyfriend learned where she was getting her money from, he dumped her. With no one to support her and nowhere to go, she had to leave New York.
Last I heard, she was working at a dive bar in some podunk little town.